Okay, so this is an attempt to finish up the. So this is they're trying my thoughts. So anyhow, this is an attempt to finish up the video that I made about Strom Engineering, or not even about Strom Engineering. It was about work history, but when I got on the topic of you know, the highest paying employer that I've been with, you know, there were more details that I didn't go into at the time. So initially with this company, it's a contract company. They respond to conflict type situations. Labor disputes, you know, so if a company is going through negotiations with contracts, you know, and they can't seem to come to an agreement, you know, and the workers decide that they lock them out, or they decide to go on a strike, you know, those are the type of disputes that this company responds to. They provide the manning, you know, the skilled labor workers that are needed in order to keep production up. So I originally started working with this company in 2006. During that time, AK Steel was on strike, or AK Steel, the union that works for AK Steel, went on strike, I believe. I don't think they got locked out. So that was my first job with them. I've only had about 3, maybe 4 assignments with them over the years. And that's something else too. You know, by now you've heard everything, you know about parallel reality, you know about dimensions, you know about how those two can be sabotaged based on conflicting spirit. It's like a pastor. Let me give you an example. Okay, it's like a pastor that has 2 jobs. You know, he's a pastor in one sense, and in the other sense, you know, he might be a police officer. In both cases, he's a constituent, you know, which means that he has influence, you know. But oh, that's not how I wanted to say that. I hope that makes sense. Anyhow, so I was always, the worst part about me holding 2 jobs just about most of my life, like, was that I fell into 2 tax brackets. That's something that can be manipulated. So if I've always been employed by the military, and which was the case from 2002 to 2013, but versus being active duty, now I'm reserved. So that means I have I'm able to hold a job outside of the military, and that's kind of what I was doing, you know, like assignment work, bouncing around a little bit, stuff like that. Okay, so the second assignment that I ever went on with them was in Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in Wisconsin. And during that time, we were just on standby, you know, like we didn't know if things were gonna go. You know, that's part of the process. You know, like when a company is faced with that sort of issue, you know, you have folks on standby just in case things don't fall through. If you come to a settlement, great. If you don't, you're prepared. So during that, because we were on standby time for employment replacement workers is like always a fun time. You know, you go out, you drink, you do whatever. So during that time, I met the VP. So, oh my goodness, this video is not going well.